Doctor Sleep, the sequel to The Shining. Do we need a sequel to The Shining? I mean, putting this on film, it's an impossible task for any writer or director. Do we really need this? I mean, The Shining is one of my favorite films of all time. Could be my favorite horror film of all time. I love the film. I love it better than the book. I love what Stanley Kubrick did. Well, I'm pleased to report this is a worthy successor to the film The Shining. Mike Flanagan, the director of The Haunting of Hill House for Netflix, crushed it. This is awesome. I was truly invested the entire time. The nods are there, the way the film is edited, the way that it's shot in slow motion over geography, and then the boom, 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 the sounds throughout the film, the dun, 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 the strings and the horns, the soundtrack, it's all there. And this film has a way of investing you with some pretty tragic scenes involving children that horrified me, made me want to get up and leave, but then I stuck it out, and then I wanted to see the bad guys get it, and I was satisfied at the end. So that's my spoiler-free review. You should probably leave now if you don't want to know anything else. But yeah, it's great. You should go see it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. All right, with that, I'm going to get into the plot a little bit. So Ewan McGregor plays a older Danny Torrance. Danny Torrance, little boy from the movie The Shining. He's all grown up. He's Ewan McGregor. And he was an alcoholic like his dad for many years, but he's finally cleaning up. He's has a job as an orderly. He's becoming more sober, and his shine is coming back. His power of telepathy and of seeing the dead. So he's an orderly at a hospice location, and he works at night. And there's this cat that it's a pretty cool idea. There's a cat that if you see the cat walking around, the cat goes into someone's room late at night. The patient even knows that, oh crap, I'm gonna die, because the cat's sitting on my bed. So the cat would go to who's dying next. And then Ewan McGregor, Danny Torrance, would go in and talk to the patient, and he had a way of like telling him, hey, it's okay when you die, it's just like sleeping. And so the patient would refer to him as a doctor. He's like, no, I'm a doctor. I'm not a doctor. But they would say, yes, you are. You're Dr. Sleep. So he is Dr. Sleep. So he's becoming more sober, and he's getting his powers back. And he's going to start to connect with a young girl played by Kylie Curran, young girl named Abra, who's a very powerful child with the shine, more powerful than Danny ever was. More like not only telepathy, but telekinesis even. Kind of like an X-Men, to be honest. And so they sort of have a connection. So in the background, though, is a group of psychic vampires, let's say. It's like a cult, a little group of immortals. And they're pretty horrible. They're called the True Knot. They're a little group, and they're led by Rose the Hat. She wears a hat. Her name is Rose. And she's played by Rebecca Ferguson. And she did a great job, too. Ewan McGregor did a great job channeling sort of Jack Nicholson at times. And Rebecca Ferguson was, attractive, but intimidating, and all the sassiness of a villain. So great job by her. I heard she's going to be in Dune, so I'm looking forward to that Dune movie with her in it. But these people are real monsters. They capture kids with the shine, and they kill them. And not only do they kill them, they sort of torture them and make them afraid, because then when they kill them, they give off this essence called steam, and then these vampires like literally breathe it in, and that's how they stay alive. And that's how they become immortal. So it's pretty horrible stuff that they're killing these kids. And there's one scene relating to that where I did really seriously contemplate leaving the movie. It just struck a nerve with me. I'm watching it, and it was pretty tough stuff. Now, that's a credit to the child actor involved, but I wanted to leave. I didn't leave. I stuck it out, and then after that, you really hate the True Knot. You hate them, and you want these bastards to get it, so it worked. But anyway, as they're killing this child, young Abra connects with this child from, over states, a few states, and connects. And because she connects, I guess Rose the Hat senses that she sort of saw it and can sense Abra. And now they want Abra because they know she's super powerful. She'll have a lot of essence. And actually, children with the steam are becoming harder to find. So they really start gunning for her, and then she calls for help from Danny. And Danny's going to help her. So the first part of this movie is basically set up. The second part of this movie is more action, and I liked it. Some cool action and cat and mouse stuff. And then the third part of this movie is the Overlook Hotel. And now we'll probably get into some spoilery things about why they're going to the Overlook. So if you don't want spoilery stuff on strategy, you've been warned. You can leave now. Okay. So earlier in the movie, we see a younger Danny Torrance that is still haunted by the ghosts of the Overlook Hotel. And we get Dick Hallorann, I believe that was his name, back as a ghost that trains Danny, kind of like a Jedi, like Obi-Wan Kenobi training Luke, of how to beat these ghosts. That you build these mental coffins or boxes, and you can put the ghosts in there and lock them up, and they'll be trapped forever. So Danny has the same idea that, he has all the ghosts from the Overlook Hotel in his head locked up. So if he can go to the Overlook with Abra, and Rose the Hat will follow, they can get Rose the Hat into the Overlook, unleash all these boxes, and maybe these ghosts of the Overlook would feed on Abra, because maybe she's a being of essence, and the hotel kind of wanted Danny in the first movie. Now maybe we're thinking because of his essence. So they're setting a trap. And so there's a battle at the end at the Overlook, and I really, really liked it. I hear the book Dr. Sleep is a little bit different because the Overlook Hotel burnt down in Stephen King's novel. So the novel Dr. Sleep is on maybe the grounds, but the hotel's not there. But I really loved the scenes of the Overlook. It was a lot of fan service, but I loved it. There was a scene with Danny Torrance and an adult Danny Torrance and the Jack Nicholson character, Jack Torrance, not played by Jack Nicholson. They recast the Dick Hallorann character, the Shelley Duvall character, the Jack Nicholson character, and it really worked. And there's a really cool scene where those two are talking. A lot of cool scenes, a lot of throwbacks to The Shining. So if you like The Shining, I think you have to see this movie. And I really loved it. I didn't think it was cheesy. I really thought it worked. I highly recommend Dr. Sleep. Everything about it. Good job, Mike Flanagan. You did the impossible. You gave us a sequel to The Shining. The movie, I'm still thinking about the movie. It stays with you, all right? So if you go see Dr. Sleep, let me know what you think in the comments, please. Let's talk about it. And if you read the book Dr. Sleep, let me know how the movie differs, because I don't know exactly every detail. So please let me know. I'd really appreciate that. All right, everybody have a great Sunday. I'll see you soon. And as always, I will see you on the new.